So yesterday I saved the standard orbit fan from dying, and it was literally in my apartment. And so basically the story was the old owners moved out, so we went to check out the apartment, and then I saw the standard orbit fan on the ceiling, just there. It was left abandoned there by the previous tenants, and so I was like, what? Why is there a standard orbit fan here? And so I decided to get it a few days later. And yesterday, I finally got it. I mean, 2 days ago. Yeah, so I got the orbit fan, but it had a major issue. It was really dusty. Like, there's so much dust. I mean, everything is in good condition except the base. You'll soon find out why. But so, and then I tried to turn the shaft and realized that, oh my god, it's rusted and it's like broken and destroyed. So yeah, I'll show you the process, like some parts of the process on how I fixed this thing. So yeah, so first of all, I obviously disassembled the fan, and then I started polishing the shaft with some metal polish. Some people will use sandpaper, but I prefer metal polish because it doesn't really polish too much, and it does make it shiny. Like, it's a more gradual approach than sandpaper, because you can overdo it with sandpaper and then your clearances are not gonna be correct anymore. So I managed to do it on mine without destroying the shaft, but it's a pretty nice thing. And then I proceeded to remove most of the dust from all the stuff, so I washed it off. And then I realized that there was a bunch of rust under the the thing, and so I was like, oh my god, that's a bunch of rust. So I proceeded to sand it down, and it's kind of fixed now. Also, I taped up the sticker so it won't break, because I want to preserve that sticker, because the other one over here does not have a sticker anymore. So yeah, I preserved this guy's sticker. But then I encountered another problem. Again, one of the wires were cut off. Like, what? So I said to myself, what happened here? Why did it get cut off? And like, it was the common wire too, and it got cut off, because without that, the fan's not gonna run at all. If it was a speed wire, well, sure, one of the speed's gonna be dead, but the common wire, seriously, that's the whole thing that powers the fan. And so it got cut off. And so it was like, damn it. Now I have to open this very hard tube and then find the wire that got cut off and then put it back. And I managed to do it, to be honest. And I wanted to test the fan. And so here's where I started getting enraged, because my tester just didn't work properly. Like, I wanted to test it out if it still works or not, and it just didn't. And so I was like, what is going on here? Stupid multi-twat! And I was like, yeah, I mean, seriously, it was just not doing it for me. Damn you, tester! And there was this solder inside the PCB on the motor that was kind of disconnected, so I was like, oh my god, if this doesn't work anymore, I am going to be enraged. And I couldn't test it. The only way to test it is to literally plug in the motor while you think that there's a threat there. And like, I could explode any second, and so I took the risk and I plugged it in, and it works. Finally, it works! It's good, right? No. So, when I put it back together and made the video that announced that this fan is here now, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make the fan showcase vid, and it just wouldn't spin fast enough. I thought it was getting stuck up at first, and then the motor stopped working. and I was like, oh my god, that solder that was loose, it's dead now. And oh my god, I have to rewind the motor. And that was like the worst case scenario for a fan, because the stator is literally the one that's keeping it alive. The bush and shaft are fine, but if that breaks, I have no choice. And so I tried to test the fan again, and the grills. I held the grills, and I started getting grounded. Like, what the actual is happening here? And so I looked at the capacitor and realized that one of the things that happened was that the capacitor contacts were contacting with the metal body of the fan, and then started grounding me, and the whole fan was being turned into a capacitor, and that's why the fan was spinning slow and randomly turning off. When I took the capacitor out of the body and tested it again, the fan just worked. And I was like, dude, if I didn't get shocked, this fan wouldn't work. But if it killed me, then the fan wouldn't work either.
You're trying to kill me! No, you installed me wrong. Damn. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow.
So I was like, wow, if I didn't get grounded and shocked by this fan, this wouldn't be here right now. It would be just disassembled, and the motor is probably gonna be somewhere else. Like, that was really lucky. And so now the fan works, but there's one problem still. All the spacers inside the fan broke. So I ordered new ones because this is too much clearance for a fan. Like, yeah, that's not normal. If you want to use it as an orbit fan, you can't right now, because once you do it like that, it's not gonna spin. It's gonna be stuck up. So that's why I ordered the spacers. But other than that, the fan works now, and I have no issues with it. Original stator as well. It's really nice that I managed to save that motor. I don't know what that loose solder is, but I'm pretty sure it's not important. Yeah, the fan works, and we have no issue. Nice. This is pretty nice. And so yeah, that concludes this fan cleaning slash story slash repair thing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.